You ever get so tired that blinking feels like a workout? Like your soul is buffering and you just want to hit Control plus Alt plus Delete on your entire life? Yeah, that kind of tired. Not just I didn't sleep well, tired. I'm talking I've been carrying invisible backpacks full of emotional bricks for 10 years and didn't even know it. Tired. If that's even a little bit how you feel, this video found you for a reason. Because today, we're not just talking about sleep, we're talking about rest. Real rest. The kind of rest that doesn't just fix your body, but gives your spirit a hug and says, yo, we're good now. I'm talking about rest so deep, it feels like you got your whole life rebooted. New tab, fresh start. Like you woke up and forgot you were stressed for a minute. That kind of magic. Now before we go deep, quick question. Have you ever opened your fridge 17 times in a row, hoping food would magically appear like poof? It's like our brain thinks maybe this time a cheesecake fairy will have stopped by. That's what we do with the rest too. We keep checking our lives for peace, hoping it just pops up one day. But peace, real rest, it doesn't knock on your door like the Amazon guy. You gotta invite it in. And if your idea of resting is doom scrolling until your eyeballs burn or binge watching 5 seasons of a show just to avoid your thoughts, yeah, we're gonna fix that today. Let me tell you a story. There was once a village where people carried buckets of water every single day. Heavy, rusty buckets, uphill, in the heat. No rest, no breaks, just hustle. Sound familiar? Now one day this old man shows up, quiet, calm, moves slow, like a human yawn. He builds this little fountain in the middle of town, puts up a sign that says, sit, drink, breathe. That's it. Most people ignore him. They're like, I ain't got time to sit, bro. I'm late for being overwhelmed. But one by one, the people who did sit, even just for 5 minutes, they started walking different, lighter, smiling, not in a creepy way, just at peace. And the fountain, it wasn't magic water, it was just a pause, a permission slip to stop trying so hard. Because sometimes the thing that fixes us isn't doing more, it's doing nothing, with intention. Look, I know the world tells you that rest is lazy, that if you're not grinding 24/7, you're falling behind. But behind what exactly? A race no one remembers the winner of. Bro, even phones have low power mode. Even God took a day off. And you're out here thinking naps are a sign of weakness? Nah, they're a form of rebellion. In a world that wants you burned out, rest is resistance. Rest says, I'm not a machine. Rest says, I don't need to earn my worth. Rest says, screw the hamster wheel, I'm lying down. And can we talk about how hard it is to rest when your mind is loud? Like, you lay down and your brain's like, wanna overthink your entire existence right now. And you're like, sure, sounds fun, let's do that instead of sleeping. That's why deep rest isn't just about closing your eyes. It's about opening your heart, letting go, releasing all the junk you've been carrying that's not even yours. The guilt, the pressure, the fake expectations. Drop it. Let it melt off you like a hoodie in summer. That weight you feel, not all of it belongs to you. Let it go. Sometimes the deepest rest is sitting in silence with yourself and not trying to fix anything. Just breathing, just being, just existing without a to-do list stapled to your forehead. You don't have to climb a mountain to deserve rest. You just have to be human. That's the only requirement. You don't even need candles or spa music or a bath full of herbs and rose petals from an enchanted forest. Sometimes deep rest looks like turning off your phone and staring at a tree for 20 minutes like it's Netflix. Sometimes it's canceling plans and letting your body turn into a blanket burrito. Sometimes it's crying on the floor and letting that be enough for today. And listen, if no one told you this lately, I will. It's okay to stop. Not forever. Not because you're giving up, but because you're human and you're allowed to pause, to recharge, to come back to yourself. You're not a robot. You're not a productivity app. You're a person, a messy, brilliant, tired, beautiful person. And you deserve rest not as a reward, but as a right. Here's a funny thing. Remember when we were kids and people forced us to nap? Like we'd be mid-crayon masterpiece or halfway through plotting world domination with our stuffed animals? And boom, someone's picking us up mid-sentence like, all right, nap time. And we'd fight it, like little exhausted warriors, crying, flailing, negotiating like 5 more minutes. And now, we're adults, and no one's coming to pick us up anymore. No one's gonna tuck us in, kiss our forehead, and whisper, you've done enough today. No one's standing over you saying, hey, put it down. It's okay to stop now. We don't get nap time. We get burnout. And yet, we still act like rest is a luxury, instead of what it really is, survival. So let me be that voice for you right now. Let me be the one who says it, loud enough to drown out your inner critic. You've done enough today, even if all you did was survive. Even if your brain felt foggy and your heart felt heavy. Even if your biggest achievement was changing into a different hoodie. Even if the dishes are still in the sink, waving at you like, hey bestie, remember us. Even if your to-do list is giving you side-eye like a disappointed teacher. Listen, you're still worthy of rest. There's this idea I love, that rest isn't the absence of effort. It's the presence of peace. It's not about stopping because you failed. It's about pausing because you deserve to breathe. And that peace, It doesn't always come with soft lighting and ocean sounds. Sometimes peace is messy. Sometimes it shows up in the middle of your chaos and says, "Hey, sit down. I've got you." Because peace doesn't come from perfect conditions. It comes from you choosing yourself, choosing to believe, just for a moment, that you matter enough to stop. You don't need permission from anyone else. You don't need to check all the boxes or hit some imaginary milestone to be worthy of rest. You just need to remember who you are beneath all the noise, beneath the pressure, beneath the roles and responsibilities and expectations stacked like Jenga blocks on your back. You, my friend, are not your job, not your inbox, not your stress, not your productivity, not your performance, not your past. You're a soul, a story, a freaking miracle in socks. And that alone, that is reason enough to rest. So, tonight, or today, or whatever part of your life you're in right now, I want you to do something a little radical. I want you to rest like it's sacred, like it's holy, like it's not a break from being a person, but part of what makes you one. I want you to rest like it's your birthright, like it's the medicine you've been needing but kept forgetting to take. I want you to rest so deep, your bones whisper thank you. So deep, your spirit unclenches like a fist finally letting go. So deep, your whole being finally exhales. Because this isn't just about being less tired. This is about coming home to yourself, reintroducing yourself to that quiet, calm version of you that's still in there under the noise. That soft, unshaken center of you that doesn't care how much you got done. That part of you that remembers, you were never supposed to be this hard on yourself. You were always meant to feel more than you produce. Maybe, just maybe, you'll realize that the peace you've been chasing all this time was never out there in some future moment, some achievement, some finish line. It was always waiting for you, right here, in the pause. So close your eyes when you're ready. Breathe deeper than you have all week. Let the noise fade. Let the stillness take the wheel. And remember this, rest isn't a break from your life. It's the part that makes life work. I'll see you on the other side of the pause. Still you, just lighter, warmer, rested, like you finally hit that reset button and remembered who you've been all along.